Okay, I'm not going to say where this location is at. This video is being made on April 1st, 2015. But someone came up in here. This broken branch. Okay? And you can clearly see that a pathway was connected to it. It was created so they could walk through here in order to get over to the area over there. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to show you how this it's like a forked entrance. Okay, it's an entrance. It's a path that's got two entrances. The one I just showed you, the one that was just created within the last day and a half by people that a specific target of gang stalking does not know. This one was the all these big gigantic bushes and everything, and propped up dead tree limbs were propped up so nobody could gain entrance to this area. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because at this entire area, which I'm not going to show you for safety and security and strategic purposes, I'm not going to show you the entire area, but let me just put it to you this way. Let me just put it to you this way. If I was to show you this entire area that I'm referring to, and I'm going to give you a code word right now, 15R5 colony R 2 R's altogether. Now, I know you're not understanding this. Just trust me for security, strategic, and for safety concerns. This area that I'm referring to, where this is at, where this was just created in the last 1.5 days by people that the selected target individual does not know at all, came up in this. Did they come up in this area after dark in order to induce fear of that selected gang stalking target? Now, the reason why I'm making this video and not showing you the remaining part of this area is because in gang stalking expeditions, after, like, say if this is referring to how they made a target homeless. I've already made many videos concerning the criminal motivations of gang stalking, including attempting to take illegal syndicated probate control by claiming the target's crazy because they're claiming they're being stalked by people they don't know, even though they are. That the target's mentally ill and homeless because that the target is homeless because of these mental illnesses. They try to claim the target's mentally ill because they're claiming they're being stalked by people they don't know while they're homeless, even though they created the homelessness of the target individual. So Google gang stalking in my descriptions and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. Now, what they do is they will even do something like this to bait that selected target individual to make a video about it. Why? Because in the future, when they stage events, and the court, it's organized crime in a system, it's a syndicate. An illegal syndicated probate control of that target is one of the motivations. If they do something to make the target individual feel unsafe, like say if they went camping somewhere, that target individual can make a tweet about what might be happening around them, okay? If they hear something after dark, okay? So would that be a psychological motivation to intentionally come down up in here after it's dark, make sure that they're heard, but just heard enough, okay? Now, the reason why I say that is this: they do it to bait the target to make a video about it, so the video can be used by the court in the organized crime in the system that is directly connected to these crime syndicates. Do you see how crazy this target is? Do you see how crazy they are? They're homeless, they're making videos about people coming up, and if people are coming up around this selected target individual because they're camping, then they're not making healthy choices about getting into an environment where they're safe, even though these are the filthy criminal whores that created the homelessness to begin with. Now, this specific area, okay, it is complete, the whole entire area that's over there, okay, the only way that anybody, like say if there's a selected target individual hiking here, okay, the only way that they could approach that target at night would be they would have to make a lot of environmental noise concerning things that are on the ground, leaves, dead branches, dead trees, sticks like you would not believe, and I'm talking about crunchy leaves. The only way that they could approach that target individual's hiking area after dark, okay, without making a lot of noise, okay, is by creating their own entrance. See, the whole goal for them, if they come up in here after dark, the only way that they could leave in a fast way. Like say if the target's in a tent, the target hears them, which they actually even want the target to hear them, but if they gotta hurry up and get the hell out in a fast manner without being seen because they know the target's got flashlights, they gotta be able to come back up and through here and leave really fast. If the target decides to get out of the tent and they took a different exit, the target would be able to see who they are with the flashlight. Absolutely. Do you understand? You know, when you go to YouTube and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids, you'll see these little filthy rats even got onto the rooftop of that target's. Okay? And that the neighbors were involved in the gang stalking of him. Now, this also could have been done to psychologically motivate the target to make a video about it so the courts can say this target is putting himself, herself in a, if it's a man or if it's a woman, in a dangerous situation and won't get out of it because they believe they're being stalked by people they don't know. So therefore we believe that these are ideations from a mental disorder, so we better take syndicated probate control. These are the little psychological schemes of gang stalking, ladies and gentlemen. They want to be able to create the fear to even possibly psychologically motivate the target to make a tweet about what they're hearing, okay, and then be able to escape in a way to where, like say if the target hears them, because they want the target to hear them, the target might get out, they don't know how the target might react to it. So they got to have a fail-safe to use the exit, which was also their entrance, in a fast, expedient way. Because they don't know if the target's going to get outside the tent and shine their flashlight on their face. All the other exits, okay, would not give them an opportunity to be able to escape fast. It's called evasion. Okay? Create the psychological motivation to possibly make a tweet about gang stalkers being in their physical presence, and then through the fear of making sure that just enough noise is heard, but giving them the opportunity to leave. And I already know that they're monitoring this target's Twitter account because they're literally sending tweets to that target's cell phone, regurgitating what the target posts on Twitter. How'd they get the target's cell phone, for one, number, for one. And for two, that's actually part of the direct conversation method. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. I live in La Jolla. Was this done? Was all of this done to even also bait me to make a video about it so they could use it in court? These are the psychological schemes of gang stalking. And if you don't believe that they're not using a target's own psychology to get them to open up and make statements, so they can use their own statements against them, just like police will, and at any time on any date. Hold on a second. Think about it this way. For one, the police already do that. For two, look at all, when you research gang stalking, in fact, go to Google right now and type in gang stalking and psychological harassment, gang stalking and psychic driving, gang stalking and psychological baiting, gang stalking dark neurolinguistic programming techniques, gang stalking and NLP. A huge aspect of gang stalking is psychological harassment, psychological baiting, psychological provocations. Absolutely. So when you research just that alone, those descriptions alone, you'll see that there's a great likelihood that they did this because they know that this particular spot is frequented by that person when they're here. So they do this, okay? They do this, and then they think to themselves, well, how will this person respond to it? They'll probably make a video, and they know this because of how they already observed the target responding to all the other prior harassment. Gang stalking psychological operations, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leslie Williams. I made this video to inform, to expose the truth. Now, I'm not going to say what this area is or where it's at, but if they ever try to use this one spot right here and say, we saw your video, we came down up in here for other reasons, like somebody called them or whatever, and then they walk over to this spot, they can say, well, now we can see how long you've been here, if it's me. These are the fucking schemes of gang stalking, and if you don't believe me, they tried that at another spot already back in 2012. Alright, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California, and I'm referring to the San Diego Police Department. Absolutely. They're criminal whore asses. Alright, so, my name is Leslie Williams. I made this video to inform, to expose the truth. Today's date is April 1st, 2015. Let's see if anything happens at this spot in the next... I'm going to have to probably move from here as well, because they're just playing the same, you know, in reference to using the spot for meditation and whatever else. But they're playing the same exact games, the same exact identical games they played at the last area that I used, and the area before, and the area before. They're the same exact gaslighting techniques. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. Let's see if I am ever arrested here, assaulted here, if any of my property stolen, including on today's date, anything. Because sometimes when I come in here to meditate, I'll leave property behind because I've decided to do something else on that day, and that decision wasn't made until I got here. All right, I got to go. Go to the grocery store. Can only carry so much. All right, so I got to go. Understand, gang stalking is directly connected to human trafficking. YouTube it. Go to YouTube and type in similarities between gang stalking and human trafficking. All right, I got to go. I appreciate you listening, and have a nice day.